Why would I ever have to cop a chain again?
Today.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year. That's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They begin the drive with Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 14 carries, 53 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Bills hit 10-4 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing now is Allen. Quick slant to Crowder. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Now on 2nd and 16. Allen buying time to his left.
Finding Knox there, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. But here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. On 2nd and 9.
Fields.
Slot. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Pringle.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 66 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Back to throw, Fields.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Alexander Johnson finding his way behind the line and quickly to the football.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen off the play fake.
This one swung out to Williams.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucks and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. To throw again on second down. Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Fields going to hold on to it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns.
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. There's the tight end, Cole Kmet, as he and this offense trot back out onto the field.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
When you're you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On now, the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. To return is McKenzie. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
From the 36, Allen. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Allen. The left side caught by Diggs.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. And then finally, time to unwind on Monday night. It'll be the Chargers and Colts from Indianapolis at 8:15 Eastern Time sharp. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. On second down, a run with Herbert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields finds Kmet on the quick slant. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start with the option. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Up the middle, it's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's in. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
On play action, Allen. This one caught by Crowder.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Herbert once more. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's caught by Sanders. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited it.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he doesn't, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Fields throwing again. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kari Blasingame His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on first down is Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion. Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage. We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that. On first down, Allen. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there. And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through. And able to get this out to the 25. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line. Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign. And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season. Fields on first down.
The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again is Fields. Completes and Mooney on the slant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first down, Fields
steps away to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau.
Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, he really had this offense firing on all cylinders. So let's count up some of the numbers. He went for well over 300 yards in the air, had 4 touchdown passes, and was clearly prepared for this one and executed the game plan to perfection.